We previously did a walk around video of the Iron-Rhino IR-6619 Telehandler. This is going to show you some of the working functions of it. So this is how you'd want to safely use the Telehandler. You're going to lift to the up position. Once the load is above you, you're on fairly level ground side to side and front to back. Then you can extend your boom out. This loader does have some nice safety functions. So what we're going to do is run that load out beyond its max here on the ground, and then we'll step in the cab. So this is that same video with the blocks, and this will show you what it's looking like inside the cab. So nice things to tilt in and out. It's on buttons here, but as I run it out, you'll see like right here is you're getting your actual is saying the max. So saying that this distance out, that about 2.4 metric tons is the max, which would be around approaching 5,000 pounds. But now you can go out beyond this. Now see, we're beyond the max, and you can kind of hear the alarm buzz in the background. Our load is low, so we're not in a safe, unsafe condition. So we're going to go out and see. You can go well beyond what the. So it's designed to tell you to stop before you're really in trouble. So we're way out past what the max should be before we tip. And those block weights are basically 2,400 and 1,500 pounds. So I'll add that up. So pausing to add the weight of those blocks up really quick, they add up to 3,900 pounds. Now it's displaying 2.4 metric tons, which is about 5,200 pounds. Now the reason for that is it is measuring what 5,200 pounds would be like hanging off the end of the plate. So it's got the forks to add on there and the 3,900 pound blocks. So that's how it's coming up with that 2.4. So it's not just your weight, it's also a function of how far your weight is out in front of the forks. But the nice thing about the computer system is it's going to keep you safe regardless. Just going to pause for a moment on a screenshot of the Telehandler extended all the way out. So it's designed to be a 6,600 pound lift, and that lift is designed to be able to pick up 6,600 pounds retracted, raise it overhead, and then extend 6,600 pounds to that full 19 foot 8 inches of height. But to do that, you'd need to be on level ground both side to side and front to back. Now, if you left that boom extended and tried to come down, of course your load is going to be going too far out, and you'll exceed your maximum. So you can be fully extended and have the boom down to reach, but your load capacity is scaled back at that point. And that's kind of what we were covering when we were talking about, like in the cab, looking at your load monitor that was in the bottom right hand of the screen. Here we're just showing one of the strong points of this loader, and that is its ability to deal with off-camber terrain and slopes. Like we have a Genie 5519 loader that we use, and it's actually a really nice loader and we like it. But one of the things about it is the way the rigidity of the frame is, that when you get on little off-camber things like this, the tires will want to spin. But one of the things we notice about this loader right away is it's a bit more sure-footed on uneven terrain. Here's the Genie on that same spot, and this is kind of capturing what we're talking about with it. So a lot of things we love about the Genie 5519, but one of the things that occasionally kind of throws us for a loop is how we get kind of hung up on some of these off-camber terrains on the job site. And since I just got through kind of ripping on the Genie for getting hung up, we'll cover some of the strong features. Now, what you can see is this thing, it really, you have to make no adjustments to it. It's just all on the pedal. So stomp the pedal and it will take off, drop the pedal and it will stop. Touch the pedal lightly, it will just barely inch. Everything about it is super precise. And I'm bringing it over to show the other great feature is it does have an electronic brake. And what's nice about electronic brake is you can't forget it. So it's going to not let you try to move if your brake is electronically locked out, and that's a great feature. The Iron-Rhino is able to achieve its precision with a hand-adjusted inching control with the left. The nice thing about the Genie is it's just your foot. You don't have to do anything else. The Iron-Rhino can accomplish it, but you have to do your precision inching with a restrictor at the left and turn it down if you want more precise handling. So this video we wanted to show the Iron-Rhino 6619 working and show it alongside another material handler, since we have this Genie 5519 that we use here on our site every day. Thought it'd be a good one to have for comparison. So what's the final takeaway? The 6619 comes in with a far less cost. Its capacity and height is greater, 6,600 pounds versus 5,500 pounds on the Genie, and that's reduced to 4,400 pounds at height. And the Iron-Rhino is able to go 6,600 pounds fully extended. And then the height is 19 foot 8 inches on the Iron-Rhino versus 18 foot 10 inches on the Genie. The onboard monitoring on the Iron-Rhino and alarm system is a very nice addition. It's not available on the Genie in that model. I think it is on some of the bigger models, but not in the 5519. The light package and road lights on the Iron-Rhino are very nice. The 6-foot forks that come standard are, a great advantage over standard 4-foot forks that came with the Genie. Cummins Diesel reliability is nice for the Iron-Rhino. The Iron-Rhino offering a cab heat and air machine at a price lower than the Genie offers an open cab is nice to get you out of the elements. The traction of the Iron-Rhino in the off-camber situations is nicer. I like that the joystick functions on the Iron-Rhino are similar to operating a skid steer. Forward and backward on the joystick is up and down. Left and right is tilt. And then the tele function is with buttons on the joystick, one button for out, one button for in. Whereas the Genie has a different material handler setup where forward and back on the joystick is up and down. Left and right of the joystick makes the tele go in and out, and then you have to hold a button on the joystick and move the joystick front and back to tilt. The Iron-Rhino has a backup camera standard, and the load visibility with its cab forward design is better for viewing your load. Now, the Genie precision is definitely the thing that I love about it. It can move the tiniest amount, or it can go 15 miles per hour with nothing needing to be adjusted. It's just how aggressive you are with the pedal, and it's very precise. So its speed is a max of 15 miles per hour, which is really more that you can drive on anything other than pavement. And then the Iron-Rhino is 5.5 in low and 11 mile per hour in high. And really that 11 mile per hour in high is really only on level ground. It is set up that it really, when you're pushing a load or climbing hills, it needs to be in the low gear to have power. The Genie wins with an electric brake versus the hand brake. It's just so nice to be able to flip the switch, and you can't accidentally leave it on because it's electric. The Genie has better total visibility because it's smaller. It has a little bit smaller capacity, but it's 72 inches wide versus 82, 77 inches tall versus 84, and 13 foot 2 inches long from the rear to the back plate of the forks versus 13 foot 10. So that makes it just a little easier to see your front, rear, and around you better because it's a smaller machine. So the overall is, if I need precision and driving control, I'm going to pick the Genie. If I need a heavy lifter and enjoy that I've got an onboard alarm to keep me safe and measure my loads, and then a better price, I'd pick the Iron-Rhino. Thanks for watching.